So when you think about Elon Musk's companies, SpaceX, Tesla, xAI, Neuralink, you probably picture them as these separate, really ambitious projects. But what if I told you they're not separate at all? Based on a pretty fascinating analysis by Selahattin Kuyunji, we're going to look at a much bigger picture. The theory is that all of these companies are actually just components of a single, massive machine. So let's piece it together.
And that right there is the core idea of the analysis. The argument is that each of Musk's companies isn't just a standalone business, it's a carefully designed piece of a much larger puzzle. They aren't just complementary, they're interlocking parts of one single grand strategy.
Which, of course, brings up a massive question. What are they actually building? So for the rest of this explainer, we're going to assemble this techno-ecosystem piece by piece and see what it all adds up to. And we're going to start with what might be the most critical component, the brain.
Now, the first piece of this puzzle, well, it isn't even on Earth. The theory suggests it's a global intelligence that's being constructed right now in orbit.
So this all kicks off with the merger between xAI's mission and SpaceX's hardware. The vision here isn't just some corporate reshuffling. It's a radical plan to solve one of the biggest bottlenecks in AI development by literally taking the whole operation into space. But, why on Earth would you do that?
And this is where the logic gets really interesting. Down here on Earth, training these huge AI models takes an absolutely insane amount of energy, both for the processors and for keeping them cool. But up in space, you get two game-changing things for free. Basically, unlimited solar power and the perfect, cost-free cooling system of a vacuum. It solves two of AI's biggest physical problems in one single move. So what does this actually mean? Well, the takeaway here is that you're transforming thousands of Starlink satellites from simple internet boxes into a single, massive, orbiting data center. You're creating a global brain that in theory can't be shut down, can't be censored by any single government, and can be accessed from anywhere on the planet. Okay, so you've got this massive brain floating up in space. What about the body? Where does it get its hands and feet to interact with the real world? Well, the next component gives this intelligence a physical form. And that's where Tesla's Optimus robot steps into the picture. According to this analysis, its true purpose isn't just to work on a factory line. It's designed to be the physical body for that AI brain we just talked about, specifically for xAI's model, Grok. These are meant to be the hands and feet for that orbital intelligence.
And you can really see how it all stacks together here. Step 1, you build the physical robot body, Optimus. Step 2, you give it a brain by integrating Grok. Step 3, you connect it to the orbital network, Starlink, which acts as its nervous system. And the result? You no longer have thousands of individual robots. You have a single, globally coordinated robotic workforce.
Just think about the power of that for a second. One robot in a factory in Texas figures out a more efficient way to do a task, and literally in the same instant, every single Optimus robot on the entire planet also knows how to do it. That's a hive mind. Learning happens instantly everywhere. And the implications of this, they're huge. You suddenly have a workforce that can operate with perfect coordination 24/7 with no need for sleep or food. The source analysis even calls them potential robot soldier candidates. But how do you connect and protect a system this vast?
Right, so every living thing needs a nervous system, right? A way to send signals and protect itself. Well, for this techno-ecosystem, that role is filled by a military-grade space-based network.
And that is Starshield. You can think of it as the hardened military version of Starlink. It serves as the command and control network for this entire ecosystem. It's the digital armor and the nervous system all rolled into one.
And its capabilities go way beyond just providing internet. We're talking about a 24/7 global surveillance network, complete with high-res cameras and sensors. And because the satellites talk to each other directly using lasers, instead of sending signals to the ground, it's nearly immune to cyber attacks. It's basically a secure, all-seeing eye in the sky.
So we've got the brain in orbit, the body on the ground, and the nervous system connecting them. There's just one piece left. And honestly, it's the most intimate and maybe the most controversial one, the direct link to us. And that final piece is Neuralink. In this analysis, it's positioned as the ultimate interface. It's the bridge designed to connect the biological human mind directly into this vast digital ecosystem. It's essentially the user interface for the entire machine.
Now, the stated vision for this technology is actually a defensive one. The idea is to give humans a way to keep up with the superintelligence that's being built, to merge with AI so we don't get left behind or, as the quote says, crushed by it.
And the source analysis gives some pretty mind-bending examples of what this could mean. Imagine a single military commander controlling an entire fleet of thousands of Optimus robots just by thinking. Or think about this, it's straight out of the Matrix, being able to just download knowledge directly into your brain, learning to fly a helicopter in a matter of seconds. This is the theorized endgame.
Okay, let's take a breath. We've laid out all the components: the orbital brain, the robotic body, the digital nervous system, and the human interface. Now let's zoom out and put it all together. Let's see what this thing really is.
And this is what it all adds up to, according to the analysis. What's being built isn't just a collection of cool tech companies. It's what the author calls a vertically integrated civilization operating system. A single system designed to control the fundamental pillars of our world.
And this table just breaks it all down so clearly. You've got Tesla controlling energy and physical transport. You've got Optimus designed to control physical labor. Starlink is set up to control the flow of information. XAI and Neuralink are poised to manage cognition itself, and then SpaceX is the ultimate survival plan, colonizing Mars. It's total vertical integration, from thought to transport, all the way to a planetary backup.
So when you stitch all of that together, what do you get? The analysis concludes you're looking at a concentration of power in information, labor, transport, and defense that could become more agile and more effective than the entire apparatus of a traditional country.
And that leads to this crucial conclusion. We might need a new word for what this is becoming, because it operates less like a regular corporation and more like what the analysis calls an autonomous defense and management organism, one built to operate on a global and even interplanetary scale.
Which leaves us with one final and kinda huge question to chew on. As all these technologies keep merging and integrating, are we just watching the next evolution of what a company can be? Or are we seeing the blueprint for something else entirely new in human history?